Hi, I'm Roger Dinwiddie and I'm the CEO of Stars Nashville. Today we're going to talk about some of the myths and facts that are associated with bullying. We're going to do that through just some sort of questions that are kind of interesting about information about the subject in general. Let's do this in sort of a true-false fashion. And the question is, studies suggest that fewer than 10% of children are involved in bullying in middle school or in elementary and middle schools. And the fact is, that's false. In general in the population, somewhere about 36% of young people are actually involved in this problem in schools and communities, which is why it's such a serious issue. The second point is children are more likely to be bullied in middle school than in elementary school. We hear so much about all the changes that go on with middle school students in our communities, with all the biological changes and the environmental changes in different schools and environments and whatnot. But at the end of the day, bullying is most prevalent in those elementary grades, such as the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th grades. The third point that's really critical is most bullying is physical in nature. A lot of us have this sort of notion that bullying is where somebody who's stronger physically beats up or hits or hurts someone and does something physically to actually harm another person. Actually, those are more forms of aggression or physical fighting. Bullying, in fact, is much more common in its psychological forms or its emotional forms, such as verbal or non-verbal forms of bullying. And there's another one that's a huge one, and that is that girls bully just as much as boys. The truth is, girls don't bully just as much as boys. Boys bully more than girls do, and the research shows this over and over and over again. But there's one issue that seems to be indisputable, and that is when girls bully, it takes on a really different form and can be extremely psychologically harmful in girl relationships. That's why it's all often referred to as relational aggression. And we'll talk more about what to do about that in another segment. Boys are more likely than girls to be involved in cyberbullying is also a false statement. Girls, in fact, do bully more using technology than boys do, but still at the end of the day, boys bully more boys and girls than girls bully. But when it comes to cyber, they're actually, in fact, about twice as likely to be involved in cyberbullying as boys are. There's a huge myth that the vast majority of children who are bullied tell somebody. The reality is that a significant number of kids don't tell anyone about being bullied at school. And I should clarify that oftentimes young people do talk to their parents about it, but they often don't tell people at school. Which has to do with the next important point, is that bullying, in fact, is more likely to happen on school campus than it is anywhere else, because in general there's an audience that goes along to support the issue. And probably the last point is this, and one of the most exciting points in bullying prevention, and that's that most students who do observe bullying think that they should get involved to help. However, the fact is that they often don't, but they believe that they should. And if we can work on helping young people have the attitude that they need to do something about it, we can in fact influence their behavior. So at the end of the day, there is hope, there is help, there is a solution for bullying prevention, and I invite you to look at the STARS website for more help.